T-Rat tricking you savvy. Know they coming if I send on the addy. See, we just living by the code, no capping, yeah. It's more than a podcast, it's a life hack for a lost soul that was on the verge trying to figure out how to get their life back, real talk. See, you got a voice on this podcast, you can be you on this podcast, educate all the youth on this podcast, elevate me and you on this podcast, that's the reason we here, okay? It's family and friends, okay? Be real, you ain't gotta pretend, okay? Okay.
Just like that, we are back on another episode of Line for Line podcast. We have a very special gentleman in the building today. Before we introduce him, we'll tell you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave an interactive comment for me and my guest. Just like that, we'll let you introduce yourself to the world, sir.
My name is Calvin Powell III. I am 23 years old. Currently reside in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Nice.
It's really nice to be on here.
I appreciate you, sir. A lot of people actually don't know. We actually used to live a couple of houses down from each other growing up.
Yes.
That was so long ago. What do you remember about those times from back then?
Me kicking your butt in basketball.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I remember you being like a little peewee back then. I don't think that ever happened. I don't think the viewers would think that happened either. I do remember one time we were out there, like me and my cousins and stuff. We were playing football. I forgot what had happened to me. I had to step out for a little bit, and then you were sitting there watching, and they was like, "Oh, have a little man come in and replace him." I just remember you getting out there, turning on the jets. You were out there cooking them and all that too. Like I was like, man, growing up in Kenosha was actually pretty smooth back then as well too. But as we're here to talk about you, not talk about me or my past as well. Just tell us a little bit about what you do, young man, because we see you got your piano with you as well too.
Absolutely. So a little bit about myself. I am a musician. I currently go to Great Lakes Church. It's a really nice church. I've been going there for about a year now. I had auditioned and they had hired me on as the piano player. So that's pretty much what I've been doing.
And how'd you get into playing piano, if you don't mind me asking, sir?
So me growing up, Baptist in a Baptist church, started off on the drums. That's how pretty much everybody starts off. It had just hit me one day that, my dad plays piano. So it was, I guess you can just call it like a natural talent. So just hopped on the keyboard one day, hit a couple of keys, and my dad told me that, wow, you could actually really play a little bit.
No way. So your first time messing with the piano, you were able to hit the keys? No way.
Yes.
But you grew up watching him do it as well too? Okay, so I'm pretty sure there were times he wasn't at the piano, you would go mess around with it?
After church, go on the piano, mess around, play something that I heard him play, and just from there, just picking it up, and for the most part, just picking up everything, and it caught on to me pretty quick.
Can you just tell us a little bit how easy it is for you to read music and be able to play it on your piano?
So when it comes to reading music, in high school, I was in band all 4 years. That's where I really took the opportunity to learn how to actually read music, sheet music. Before high school, it was really just listening to something, really developing my ear to be able to listen to something and then play. So I didn't really have the whole learning how to read it at first. So definitely, after high school, my high school experience, being able to actually look at something, look at a sheet of music, and then actually execute it, that's where I kind of learned how to read music.
My guy. And just tell us a little bit about the different instruments that you are able to play.
So different instruments, obviously I already said drums, piano. When you're in high school, for me, I was part of percussion, so there's a lot of stuff under percussion. There's a snare drum, bass drum, xylophone. So there's other little...
You know I played a xylophone too?
Yes. Yeah.
What? You're a natural, bro.
Dude, I appreciate it, man.
And now, do you travel and perform your music as well too, or how does that work?
As far as traveling, not too much. Funerals, a lot of people call me up for funerals, weddings. I do stuff like that. But as far as traveling, not too much. Not right now.
Is that a dream of yours, or?
Absolutely. Right now, I really feel like I'm still in the learning stages. Very humble about everything that I do. So I don't feel like I'm at a point where I'm ready to go ahead and let's do a concert. But right now, doing church and other little side gigs, that's enough for me right now.
Yes, sir. If there was one piece of advice that you got early on when it comes to music, what would you say it's been?
Don't get discouraged. Especially if this is something that you want to do, if it's piano, singing, playing the guitar, just anything that you want to do, don't be discouraged. You're always going to come across roadblocks in your life. And everything is not going to catch on to you naturally or as fast as you want it to catch on to you. So that was kind of a roadblock that I had. I felt like I was at a point in my life to where I know I can play, but I feel like I'm playing the same thing. I feel like I'm not growing. That's where it just comes to just putting in more time. So yeah, that's my advice right there to other people.
Now, with you playing the instruments at your church as well too, how motivated are you to help the youth learn music and how to play as well?
I am actually very motivated. Me personally, I wish I had a little bit more guidance and help when I was younger. So definitely, like, if you got somebody coming along that wants to give you the help and the motivation, that's definitely gonna, how do you say it? That's really gonna speed up your growth when it comes to whatever you're trying to do.
My guy, man, I'm just so taken back, bro, seeing you from being a little kid to sitting here as a grown man before me, you know what I'm saying, right now as well.
Absolutely.
But I do hear that you want to play a little tune for us really quick. What you got for us, my guy?
I'm a church boy, so I'm gonna stick it strictly to church. The song is called "He Loves Us." I'm gonna play a little bit of it for you guys.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
How natural does a sweet sounding sound like that just come for you? Like, just tell us a little bit about what's going through your mind after you get done playing that and you see people around you in awe.
Man, it's a really good feeling. Definitely when I go to church after I get done performing, actually before I perform, before I get on stage, my goal or objective is to reach somebody in the crowd. You know, you're obviously not going to reach everybody, but that's definitely my goal, is to reach as many people as I can to get that experience.
What would be that piece of advice that you would give to someone who started off playing a piano and they're like, you know what, I kind of feel like my music just isn't that good right now. I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Stay humble. Don't tell yourself stuff like that. Just keep working and definitely try to get under somebody. If you're not, definitely try to get under somebody. Definitely having that support group, people supporting you to tell you to keep going, keep pushing. Is some really good encouragement for you.
Yes, sir. Now, as we get ready to close out this amazing episode, young man, is there anyone out there that you would like to shout out, maybe say hello to, maybe they helped you along the way or anything like that?
Man, there's a lot of people. Definitely got to shout out the moms, you know, my grandma. A lot of credit. I want to give a lot of credit to Great Lakes for giving me this experience. It's been a really good and pleasant experience, and I'm gonna stay on the train.
Yes, sir. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we just wrapped up an amazing episode of Line for Line. Calvin, we appreciate you for having some time for us, sir.
You calling or you listening, tune in every week. Line for line. Oh yeah, I'm going line for line.